What do you do when you have put in a long day of work? You have had a tough day at home. You've got some crap happening over here, and you've got some junk happening over there, and so's upset with you over here, and that person's not nice to you over there. How do you go into your booth? How do you put on that air of excitement and fun, just happy to be doing voiceover? We're going to talk about that. It's a challenge, but let's go ahead and dive into it. I've been doing voiceover for many, many years now, and one of the toughest things that I deal with, or I've dealt with in the past, is the challenge of controlling our emotions. You know, we are actors. At the heart of all of this, we're actors. And life is tough. And when we have to go into our booth and we've got to perform, we've got to do an audiobook. We've got to be 5 different characters, and some of those are really happy, silly characters, right? Or, and some are, just full of life and energy, and we are not. We're frustrated, we're upset. It's a challenge. It's a big, big challenge. And overcoming that challenge is super important to being able to be consistent with your voiceover work. Now, of course, at the heart of this, if that's a lot of struggling and challenging your life, that's definitely something that, of course we need to address, because it's not easy to separate those emotions from what's going on in your life and voice acting. The positive thing with voice acting, though, the big first thing is that you don't have to do it in front of a lot of people. You don't have to do it in front of anybody. It's just you by yourself. That's a really positive. That right there is super helpful. In other words, just feeling really horrible and then have to go and perform in front of a bunch of people too, right? That can drive people crazy, and it does drive some people crazy. Right, as if you followed any sort of voice actors who have struggled with that, or actors, actors in general. But controlling your emotions is at the heart of all of this, and it is tough. Don't think that it's not tough. It is really tough when, let's say, you've had an argument with your spouse, or a good friend, or someone that you care a lot about, a family member. It can be next to impossible to get yourself into the right frame of mind. Something that I would recommend, if you find yourself in a situation where you are really struggling to separate those tough emotions, those painful things that have happened to you, what I like to do, if that arises, is before I go into my booth, I like to take a walk. Take a little walk. Go outside. Walk around. All right? Cool off. That's getting yourself in the right frame of mind will help you, get past all of that built up anxiety that you have. So that's a big one. Take a walk. I know it seems like, wow, Anthony, take a walk, but actually it really does work. Get outside, get some fresh air, take a walk, get away from everyone. That's an important thing. Collect yourself. All right, take a walk, take some time, take a few minutes. Don't go straight from having a lot of, having some problems, having issues, struggling right into performance. That's tough. That's really tough, and it's going to come out into your performance. Okay? Second thing, get lost in the process. So what I like to do, and it was amazing, we had our conference over the weekend, and what kept coming up was an acting style. There's a lot of acting coaches. There's been a lot. There's legends in the field for years and years. But one that we were talking about was Uta Hagen, and Uta Hagen had an approach to acting, right? And part of that approach was asking 9 questions. And then basically the idea of asking questions, all right, and I give you like a simple example. So asking questions like, who am I? Where am I? Who is my audience? What am I? What am I doing today? What's my objective? What's my goal? If you're an actor, right? If you're a trained actor, you know this, what's my objective? I mean, asking these questions, putting yourself in the right frame of mind, switching your thinking, but giving yourself prompts to do so, that will help a lot. And even if you're, and this is funny because I know we're talking about, if you're having a struggle with, some sort of tough emotions at the moment and trying to voice act, this is also very extremely helpful without voice acting, right? Just I mean, without having an argument or a fight or being upset, this is extremely helpful anyways, asking these types of questions. But the idea is no matter what you do, and it could be warm-ups, it could be stretching, it could be doing something that focuses your mind and removes you from a tense situation. Okay, that is very beneficial, right? We have a walk, we have moving around, doing some sort of exercise, some sort of stretching, something, warm-ups. Warm-ups is a process. Anytime that you can create a process, like asking these questions, doing something where you have a process to get you in the right frame of mind, something that you do every single day on a consistent basis, like a warm-up, like a short walk, like stretches, etc. The process to get you from point A to B that you always do anyways is excellent to get you in the right frame of mind. Because the idea is, and this is another acting kind of idea, but the outward expression, the movements, the dressing up in a costume, putting on a suit or a dress or something, right, that triggers in your mind an idea, a thought, something that we are familiar with, and we recognize, right, what is going to happen next because of what we have put on or the actions we have taken. All right, these are things like, a lot of people have a going to bed routine. All right, you go to bed, put on your pajamas, brush your teeth, wash your hands, face, go, get into bed. We have routines. A lot of us have routines. Take a shower, whatever your routines is. Those routines help us to prepare for something. And if you don't have a routine yet, that's a great way for you to get yourself prepared every single day. Even if you're not struggling with something or something's tough going on in your life at the moment, anyways, you should be doing it all the time. I mean, think about it. Athletes do it, right? Professional athletes do it. All sorts of professionals have specific processes to get themselves in the right frame of mind. Okay, so this is something that'll be really helpful to you. And it's important, by the way, that you do this on a regular basis, not just when there's a tough moment at hand. You need to do it all the time. You need to practice doing it day in and day out before you, like, for example, right, while you're going into your booth or your editing station to start your day of doing voiceover, you should do some warm-ups. The same set of warm-ups every single day from start to finish. And what that does is it builds into your mind a habit and a process and a friend, because it's not just about you warming up, but you're warming up not only like your facial muscles, but you're warming up your brain, right? You're warming up your brain and getting in the right frame of mind. You're triggering, right, those memories, those ingrained memories that get you into the place that you need to be. So next time that you're really struggling, you're having a tough time, you've had an argument, like I said, some of the hardest moments I've had in the past, especially when I was first starting, because when I was first starting, and maybe you're in that situation too, it can be stressful. You're trying to do something, your family, your spouse, not too happy with you because you're spending all the time alone in a padded room, or a hobo fort, and it's like me, where I had it up in the middle of the one of the living spaces, and that was extremely annoying and probably like, what? I mean, I can only imagine what my wife must have thought. I had lost my mind and gone crazy. I mean, especially when you're first starting, because everything is just, it's you're discovering all this stuff, and it can be quite messy, right? So, and it can seem kind of silly if you're not in the life at first, but work through these processes, and I promise you that everything you're going through, people, we've gone through it, and you're not alone, and you can do it. You can come out the other side, and your spouse, your family, friends, they will understand. All right, but we've got to get you trained to where you can get yourself in the right frame of mind no matter what happens. All right, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope it's helped just to kind of give you that idea that how important a process is for a reason that you might not have thought about. Okay, but it really helps. Also, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you are interested, we'd love to help you learn more about these things, from whether you're a beginner or whether you're a seasoned professional in voiceover and you're looking to transition into getting more work, into getting agents and things like that, and just getting better all around. Check out Avio's Journey Elite Academy. We've got a link below, and we're offering 50% off the first month. We'd love to have you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Goodbye.